So this is my first day at Dragon Con ever. It was pretty cool. Saw a lot of costumes. I would say the coolest thing I saw was the Ghostbuster guy was really cool. He had this ghost busting pack on the back, on his back that had lights and things. And
it had ghosts in it.
Yes, the ghost assistants were in it. And it had like a beatbox or jukebox connected to it or something.
He was jamming out. He was dancing while he was walking.
Winky, winky. That's
Picky,
right.
picky. Picky, picky.
What's going on here?
Time out. What is that about?
Space.
Space Ghost.
Yes.
I mean, that was like the coolest thing ever. So I tell
Yes.
Tana, I'm like, okay. At the Walk of Fame, there's a bunch of tables, and yesterday I saw that George Lowe was there, who is actually the voice of Space Ghost from Space Ghost Coast to Coast. And he has one of the most amazing voices ever. So I didn't get it. You're right. I didn't.
Note to self.
I didn't get a chance to go see him yesterday, but we had some time to kill, and so I went up to see him, and I don't remember exactly what we said, but I got an autograph, and the autograph picture that he did, I mean, he took his time. He wrote little notes.
He wrote a freaking comic on his picture.
Yeah, he signed it and wrote a bunch of little things on it. I mean, it's great. It's totally worth the money you spent for it. And I joked around with Tana earlier. I was like, man, that'd be so awesome if I could, like, you know, get Space Ghost to record my greeting for my voicemail. So when we're up there at the table, I kind of just threw it out there because I've learned with the celebrities and famous people, you get so much time with them, and if you don't ask, you'll never know. And so my policy is, you ask, and if they say no, let it go. But you should always ask.
That's right. Always, because you're paying good money.
Right.
Good American money.
Why not? So, and they're there to be themselves and to be famous, and that's why we go to them, is because they're famous.
That's right.
So I went up to him and I said, you know, I know this is going to sound weird or silly, but I was kind of wanting to ask you this, and you could say no. But I was hoping that maybe you could record the greeting for my voicemail on my phone. And he said, oh yeah, I do that. And he said, I'll do it for $20. And I looked at Tana and said, I'm so paying $20 to have Space Ghost be the greeting on my voicemail. It was awesome. Because I didn't think he'd say yes.
Yeah.
So he gets on my phone, I set it up for him, and he pressed record, and he went into this long thing. I don't know if he does it like that all the time, but he just kind of improvised this great greeting where he dropped my name in it, and he sang a song, and called my phone, because you can hear Space Ghost talking about me.
And you can hear a little giggle in the background.
That's Hannah. Oh, I didn't tell my story about the cop. Officer Waldo.
Yeah. I actually think that was his name. I looked on his badge. I saw Waldo, I'm pretty sure.
We're just going to call him Officer Waldo.
Where's Waldo?
He should go as Waldo to Dragon Con. So we're walking up to Peachtree Center. I'm wearing my Dharma jumpsuit today. We're going to get on the MARTA train at Peachtree, and this cop is standing there, and he's talking to some dude, and he's like, oh, Dharma Initiative. And I was like, yeah. You know, start talking, and I say, you know, did you watch season 5? Because it was awesome. It was great. And he was like, yeah, I've seen every episode.
He's like, of course.
Of course. And apparently he was this huge Lost fan. And so we talked for like 10 minutes just standing there at the Peachtree Center.
Yeah, you did.
Me and this Officer Waldo guy just spreading theories. And I think I blew his mind a little bit. Like, I think he actually had a brain freeze. He put his fingers up on his head.
Yeah, his bulging eyeballs.
He was freaking out. And so the cop, Officer Waldo, who was the coolest guy, he was so excited to talk to somebody about Lost.
Yes, he was very upset that no one at work would talk to him about Lost. Neither his wife nor anyone at work.
His wife was not caught up, so he couldn't talk to anybody about it. So he was loving talking to me, and it just kind of, you know, blew his mind. We talked about, you know, Jacob and the bearded man, and I said, you know, do you think Jacob is the good guy, or, you know, is the bearded man the good guy? And he said, I think Jacob is the good guy, and I said, yes, I do too. And so I think he and I could be friends.
And she's going to use that source when she gets pulled over one day and say, hey, I know Officer Waldo.
Yes. We go way back.
And I'd also like to say that, you know, a crime could have been going on behind his back and he wouldn't even noticed it. A small child's candy could have been stolen from him.
he was too busy talking Lost with.
Yeah, he was all entrenched in Lost craziness.
Yeah, Tana's been spoiled for like 5 seasons of Lost now. So, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It really is, because I'll forget it tomorrow.
Yeah, so that was like another really big highlight that happened outside of Dragon Con that wasn't even something. He was like, he even took my picture. He got out his cell phone, and so he was the one person that took my picture at Dragon Con was this cop, because he apparently had been taking pictures of people with his cell phone just standing there outside of Peachtree Center. So I'm on Officer Waldo's cell phone somewhere.
Yep.
Wearing
yes, you
my
are.
Dharma jumpsuit.
Yeah, he has a collection of pictures now of weird people.
And Rebecca Johnson is on it. Honestly, that's what Dragon Con is all about, is people, fans of things, you know, all kinds of shows, comic books, film, whatever, getting together and kind of celebrating what they love. And I think Officer Waldo needs to be going to Dragon Con one year. I think maybe he would love it.